welcome to another exciting episode of Newcomers to Trailblazers, your one-stop podcast for all things unconventional and trailblazing. I am your host Monisha, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have a special guest with us today who is nothing short of a force of nature. Today, we have the incredible Ingrid, a cool, hardworking, kind-hearted entrepreneur who is on a mission to help both kids and adults find their voice and confidence through the magical world of improv. Ingrid's journey is nothing short of awe-inspiring. She fearlessly transitioned between careers, relocated countries not once but twice, courageously hit the reset button on her life, all with unwavering determination. Today, proudly, she calls Vancouver home, a testament to her resilience and adaptability. So, without further ado, let's give a warm Trailblazers welcome to the one and only Ingrid. Hi, my love. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here. How are you today?
I'm really great, Monisha, and thanks for having me here today. I'm very, very, very grateful.
Thank you. And I made her travel all the way down here just so we could record a podcast. So I am sure from inside she's actually not being nice about me.
No, I would have been nicer if you had heard some sun, but the sky is all gray. Where is the sun, Monisha? What did you do with the sun?
It is Vancouver, dude. Where is the sun, really? I mean, where is it? So out of 365 days, maybe 100 days, we see sunshine in Vancouver, the most gloomiest city in Canada.
But when we have the sun, we dance.
When we have the sun, you will see so many people outside. You will never know actually so many people lived in Vancouver.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Let's dive into the questions.
Okay.
So, growing up in Guadeloupe. So, let's start by exploring your roots. Growing up in the picturesque island of Guadeloupe. If I'm not wrong, is it like the southeastern part of Caribbean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's closer to Guyana.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That must have been an extraordinary experience. So can you paint a picture of what your life looked like and how did your island's culture shaped your worldview?
As you may know, an island is a beautiful place with sun, coconuts, beaches, and warm people, very warm. So for me, that was a really, really great experience living on island. And I will always carry with me all the things that my parents taught me, especially because they were farmers. So I really learned the value of hardworking, the value of food. When you have vegetables, you do not waste them, or any food, you do not waste them.
Mm-hmm.
And also the value of money. So I carry all of that with me that kind of shape who I am. So I'm very proud of that education that I got. And one thing that really impact me, that I carry with me all the time, is the culture of storytelling and music. Because I remember when I was a kid, we would do, before the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
we would do some gathering and people would pray for the dead person, and we would play music as well. We would have people playing drums, and especially we would have a storyteller, and that person would tell stories, share jokes and stuff. And I've been fascinated by how they manage to captivate the audience and to tell those magical stories. And also I remember one of my aunties, she gave me a storytelling book, which was my very first storytelling book. And I carried this book with me all the time. I would read the stories over and over again. So this part of storytelling and music and drumming, it's something that I carry with me all the time.
Okay. So people say that island's culture is very, it's mostly togetherness. Everybody knows everybody. And so even if you're going outside, you're actually meeting people who you know, not just meeting random strangers. Of course, there are visitors who visit and they are strangers. But apart from the people who live in island are mostly together. Is that true? Have you experienced that?
Yes, it's true in a way. way, but it's not true in another way. Because Guadeloupe, even though it's an island, it's several islands. It's called an archipel. So you would have the island, the main island, which is Guadeloupe. You have also small islands around, like Les Saintes, La Désirade, and Marie-Galante, the one I was born in. And you would know people who know your parents or who know your brother, your sisters or something. But there are so many people you don't know. You never know about them. You never see them. Even some members of your family that you never get a chance to meet. When I left, and now when I'm going back, my mom would tell me, "Oh, you don't know this person? She's your auntie." I don't know. I never met that person. So, yeah, the things that you have and I felt I didn't meet when I went in France, and I guess we'll talk about it later, but it's the fact that people know you, and if something happened to you, they can know that and they can help you. So that could be positive, but also negative. Sometimes you need people to know your stuff. Just be incognito doing your thing.
You need your own private space, privacy, your thoughts to yourself.
Exactly. So that could be good, but bad as well.
Now that you have mentioned some important cultural aspect of the island on the whole, what did cultural transition to France look like? Moving to France for education and work must have presented a significant cultural shift, right? So how did that transition impact you? Were there any surprising cultural differences apart from the ones that you have mentioned? And the sense of culture shock, did you experience that?
Yes. So the very first thing that I experienced, it was to see so many white people.
Okay.
When I arrived and I get out of the airport, so many white people everywhere say, what is that country? And you would think the reverse, like you would see, people would think, oh, I saw so many black people. But for me, coming from an island with so many black people, it's a difference. So that was the first thing. The second thing was, actually, I encountered my first homeless.
Okay.
Back to what we were saying before, when you are on an island, people help each other.
Oh, yeah.
So I never seen...
You've never seen homeless people?
Homeless people.
Never?
In Guadeloupe?
Never? Okay.
And I remember that really shocked me, and I didn't know what to do. I was in the subway, and I saw this guy was lying on the floor. People were just passing by, doing nothing. And I didn't do anything because I got frozen. I said, what should I do? I don't know. It was so real. So that was the second thing that really shocked me. People there and not being able to get help from others and just passing by. And the other thing as well, which was really great, I found people, I was back south of France, and people were actually really nice.
Okay.
Really, really nice. And I remember I got this lady, I was waiting for the bus to go to the train station, and I was lost because it was my first time. I didn't know where to go, what to do. And I was looking for the train station, and I only asked her direction. And actually she went with me until the train station. She took the subway with me, and she showed me like all the way. We were talking all the way, and she stayed with me until I get to the train station.
Okay.
And another kindness gestures that I witnessed, it was family. I got some difficulties with my place to live. Like I didn't have a real place to live, and it was weird. But I met that person through another lady I met on the airplane, and this family, they asked me for more than 1 month at that place for free. And they helped me to find another place, and we are still in touch. Like even now, we are still in touch. Like those little things like that,
Kind people exist everywhere.
Exactly.
Oh, that must have been amazing. I don't think I would know of anybody who would let people stay for free in Canada for 1 month. I mean, look at the rental market, right?
Yes, exactly.
I don't think so. But that's amazing that somebody let you stay for free for 1 month. You must have felt like you belonged, just like back in Ireland, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. You have lived in France for how many years now?
15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
That's half of my life, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You lived in a beautiful country for half of my life. I am jealous.
We should go.
Yeah, we should book a trip right now.
But actually, I would prefer to bring you to Guadeloupe with me. Yes.
Next time you go, let me know. I'm gonna ramp up my passport and then let's go together. Let's do this.
Yes. So get ready maybe at the end of this year.
Done. So choosing Canada, your decision to move to Canada, particularly Vancouver, it really intrigues me. So what drew you to this vibrant city? Yeah, what were the biggest challenges you faced when you first arrived? We'd love to hear about your experiences of resetting and restarting your life in a new country, especially for the second time.
Yes. Why did I choose Vancouver? It's because I really wanted to improve my English. English speaking. And also the weather.
It's the weather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
you like the rain?
It's not the rain. It's compared to Montreal or Quebec City, like compared to the east.
Yeah.
Like snow.
Yes, less snow. Yes.
So I guess I prefer the rain than the snow.
Yeah.
Some people different. For me, I prefer. And so one thing that challenged me when I arrived here was my English, English speaking like skills. I found myself really lacking of confidence. When I would be in meetings, I would be thinking about the correct sentence before I would speak up, like, is it the correct vocabulary? Is it the correct tense? You know? And by the time I make my perfect sentence in my mind, we would have changed subject.
Tell me about it.
Yes. And you feel stupid to bring back, oh, by the way, the thing you said 10 minutes before, now I have my points, you know? So that was really one of my biggest challenge. I learned a lot, and what I really liked is the openness. I found people here very open, very inclusive. Like, for example, the volunteering thing. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess back in France, I had a job, so I wasn't looking for volunteer. I didn't have time for that anyway. So when I arrived here, seeing all the volunteering opportunities that you can have and meet people, and if you have something you are interested in, you can just go and volunteer and learn from that people in that field you are interested in. So that really, I really liked it. And on the inclusion part, I remember still connected to volunteering. I went to volunteer to the Queer Art Festival.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't know what queer
meant at all.
I didn't know at all. I just wanted to go and do things, meet people. So I saw this volunteering position. I said, yes, I'm in. So when I went, and I remember when I arrived, they were asking to like write down your pronoun. I was like, what is that? That was my first time I heard about like pronouns.
Yeah.
So like I see she, her, he, him, they, them. I was like,
what is that?
They, them? I'm only one person in my mind, I guess.
Yeah.
I have several voices, but you know.
There is not a gender neutral singular pronoun in English. Dear world, understand it. We have to use a plural pronoun to identify if you're non-binary. How weird is that?
Yes. So when I arrived there, I saw some people that I can suppose that they were queer. At the time I didn't know, but I could suppose, I could see by the way they were behaving and stuff. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. This festival is attracting so many queer people, but I don't know. Okay. And I remember when we started a conversation together, they were asking, oh, who doesn't know about queer? So I raised my hand, and with another lady, we raised our hand and said, okay, we will come to that later. And one person started to give a testimonial, and she was saying, oh, as a straight person, blah, 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 blah. Straight, I know. I was like, straight. I know that word. So I make the connection quickly with queer. Okay, queer, so it's the opposite, I guess, of straight. And so I remember everything by seeing all those queer people. And you know, when you make the reverse.
Connecting the dots in your brain.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why they asked me about my pronoun. I didn't know. But that was very interesting for me, like, to get to know. And that's why I really liked this country, especially like Vancouver, to have all those possibility to connect with people. And I feel like if I had stayed in Guadeloupe, now they start like a little to talk about pronoun as well in French, like yell thing. But in Guadeloupe, I went back like very lately, like, and it's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's not a thing there.
Yeah.
They get influenced by friends, but by the time you come to Guadeloupe, you have to wait a long time.
Yeah.
So that's something really impacted me. That really impacted me when I arrived here, the inclusion part. And also, lastly, something that really shaped me and pushed me to do whatever I'm doing now. It's by the fact that when I traveled to another country and I kind of didn't feel the weight of judgment. Nope. I had this image in my mind when I would see me like having like some strings attached to Guadeloupe and attached to France. Those strings would be my friends' judgment, my colleagues' judgment, my family judgment, like the weight of the society.
Yeah.
And by coming here, not knowing anyone.
Oh my, trust me, I have been there.
You felt it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You felt so free. You can do whatever you want. And you don't care if people like say, oh, she's weird. Why is she doing that? I don't care. I don't know you. I do whatever I want.
Exactly.
Yes, that's a feeling I will always carry with me because it was really a great feeling of freedom and possibility.
When you mentioned about the strings, I have moved cities before within India. And when I moved to Canada, that's the one thing I was looking forward to. I was like, I love you. I love my family. I love my parents. I love everybody out there. But that does not mean I have to live up to their expectation, right? I would like to live life up to my expectation. But even though I felt that, I did not know what my expectation was because I did not have the space or the freedom to decide what my expectations were. I was constantly living up to someone else's expectation at work, at personal life, in between friends and in between families. You're always putting your straight up because you want to impress other people.
Exactly.
And I was not impressing myself. And that was something I was really looking forward to when I moved to Canada. I totally feel you, love. I totally feel you.
And if you never travel, you will never know what could be a new expectation you can have.
Absolutely.
You can never know what doors that can open in your mind. I mean, it's really mind opening when you travel, when you get to connect with other people from other culture. Like seriously, I will never regret my trip either to France first and here in Canada. It's my best experience.
Loved it. So you have spoken about your personal life, how culture played a major role, how family, your decisions, your freedom played a major role. Let's talk about your work. So the confidence plays a pivotal role in your personal and professional growth. How do you define confidence and what strategies do you employ to support adults and youth in improving their confidence through your improv workshops?
Before I start with that, I have to share my first encounter with public speaking.
Okay.
Yes. So I remember when I was in university and we had to do a presentation about a project. We were in a team of 3. And I remember when the D-Day arrived, I was so stressed. So stressed. When it was my turn to speak in front of the teacher, like we had 3 teachers in front of us. And each time I had to speak, I would stutter. I'm not a person who stuttered. It just happened.
Never before?
Never. It just happened because I was really stressed. I was lacking confidence. And back now, when I see that, I feel like, how come I had to wait until university to have to deliver a speech in front of people? I didn't get a chance through all my education in school to do that kind of thing. So for me, confidence, self-confidence, it's something gives you the ability, the belief, the power to do something that you think maybe you cannot do. But by believing you can do it or you can say it, that for me, self-confidence. And this is something you get when if you have someone very shy like me,
You're not shy.
you say that.
Ingrid, no.
I am.
You are.
I'm still shy. I'm introvert, but I get over it. Doing improv, doing theater. That was something that really helped me. And now I feel like everyone should try it. Some people, I get that. Some people they can try it and after this, oh no, that's not my thing. But at least you try it. And in school, I think that should be something mandatory, should be part of the curriculum. Doing some improv, some theater or something that should be mandatory in the curriculum because that will really transform. By doing that, now I'm focusing mostly on immigrant because it's something that I felt when I arrived here, lacking confidence speaking French or English. So I help people with that. It's one part of what I'm doing, but it's something that I feel like when, as an immigrant, when you arrive in a country, you kind of lose this part of your confidence.
That is true.
Yes. I remember just lately, I did a workshop for job interview. And I remember, I will never forget that lady. She, just to introduce herself, to shake my hand, she was so shy, so kind of fragile, you know. And we started to talk, and she told me back in Iran, I used to have confidence, but now I'm not in my environment. I feel like I'm lacking confidence in everything what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And also, she got a job, and she lost that job. So that also, it's a weight on your self-confidence. And not mention about mental health, all of the things. As an immigrant, it's something that could be very heavy. So through my work, through my improv workshops, that I really help immigrants to deal with all of that.
Okay, that's absolutely amazing. Now that you have mentioned that you help adults and young adults gain their confidence, and now you have established your own organization. So as someone who didn't come from a family of entrepreneurs, how has your journey in entrepreneurship shaped you as a person? What's the biggest lesson you have learned as a solopreneur?
I've been learning a lot, and actually I'm still learning so much by just being an entrepreneur. One of the main things is the fact that I can do something.
Okay.
I can create something from nothing. I can bring value with who I am, with my personality, with my energy. Something before, by being an employee, I couldn't feel. You can still bring value as an employee, don't get me wrong. But when you do it as an entrepreneur and you create something, you really see the impact like right away. If it works or if it doesn't work, you get it. And that will always I will always remember, I don't remember when I saw that quote, but I will always remember that quote. It's about when you go to a party, for example, whatever you bring, like, let's see a party like you're on a table and each person has a plate in front of themselves. And when you come, if you come the way you are, with your energy, like the true you, people get feed from you. And if you do not feed them, they might die of starvation. I will always, I don't know where I saw that quote, but that really impact me. Like, stay who you are, because some people are hungry of you. They want to eat you. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you do not show up as you are,
you're depriving others of the opportunity of knowing you, embracing you as a person. Yeah, absolutely.
So that one of the main things that I learned, being myself. And you can see on my post, when I post on social media, I'm always like that cheerful person, crazy, and just let's show the way I am. And that's something that I try to keep doing. And also, what I learned is my relationship with money. As I said, my family were farmers, so life wasn't easy as a farmers. We worked a lot, and that helped me to see the value that I bring worth money. But as an entrepreneur, how much money you put on that? You know? Also the fact that to succeed, you need to work a lot.
Yeah.
Also the fact that you need to do everything by yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's not the mindset you should have as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So all of those things like change me and shape me as the person I am today, and I'm still learning.
Entrepreneurship, one important thing that you mentioned was you don't have to do it all by yourself, right? So many entrepreneurs, especially when they start in the beginning, because they have not built a team yet, so they take the pressure of wanting to do the things by themselves. Everything, right from marketing to finance.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have been doing it. I can see.
Yes.
Marketing, finance, sales, everything. Creating a business proposal, sending it to the organization, negotiation, everything you do by yourself. And at one point of time, you feel so exhausted. And then you realized, you know what, I need help. But that help, you should have realized that you needed it from day one of entrepreneurship. But not many people do that.
Everyone has a journey.
Yeah.
Even though someone would come and tell you that, it depends of how open your mind is at that time.
Yeah.
It depends of how ready you are to receive that information and to take action on that information. Like, I got people telling me, like, when you are an entrepreneur, if you want a successful business, you cannot do it by yourself.
Yeah.
But I wasn't ready to hear that when I did it the first time. I was like,
I can still do it. I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like all the ego and the thing, you know, being in business. Actually, I started in 2018. Being really full time during the pandemic. So it's been more than 3 years. I'm full time. I can see how difficult it is like, to do everything by yourself. And now I'm at this point. I don't want to do it myself anymore. I don't want to do it alone anymore. And I feel like if I continue like that, I would even start to lose my joy in what I started at the very first place. Lose my energy to do it the way I really want to do it in the first place. So I started to get people with me, and you can be surprised how many people who would be willing to help you if you have a cause and if you have a vision. They embrace it as well, and they are your cheerleaders and they can help you.
Okay. We have been speaking about entrepreneurship a while now. So this is February, and February is Black History Month. With Black History Month upon us, we would love to hear your perspective on its significance. Moreover, why do you think it's crucial to support Black entrepreneurs and businesses?
So for me, it will be very simple. It's about representation. Representation matters. If you do not see people like you succeeding, if you do not see people like you as business owner, as successful business owner, for me as a Black woman, I would then think that I would be able to do it. People would talk about Oprah, but back in Guadeloupe, I didn't know about Oprah.
Okay.
You know, I didn't know about because it wasn't. I didn't have anyone in my
whom you were able to look up to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By seeing that, by helping other entrepreneurs, for me, like if we talk about especially Black entrepreneurs, we help the future little boys or little Black girls to succeed as well, because they see them, they see those success. And success is not only one color, like it's several colors, and it's a community all together by seeing that we can succeed. So that for me, Black History Month is all about representation. And also, something I saw as well, it's sometimes we always reduce Black history to slavery.
Oh, yeah.
But something to remember as well, Black history doesn't start with slavery. Like we used to have kings, queens, very wealthy, very inspiring. Like warriors, great warriors. So it's a time as well to reflect on that and to learn. And also I would encourage people to talk with their kids about it.
Yeah.
To share their point of view and to hear from the kids as well. Yeah.
That's amazing. You have spoken about various things, right? You empower new immigrants through your work. You empower kids through your work. You volunteer a lot.
Yeah.
You are doing a lot of work upon yourself. You're taking an effort to become a better entrepreneur. You're taking responsibilities to be a different person and all of that. So lastly, considering your journey, this amazing journey that you have as an immigrant, what advice would you give to the new immigrants arriving in Canada every day? What valuable insights or encouragement would you offer them as they embark on their unique journey?
For immigrants, something I learned recently is a number that I found very important. Each year, Canada welcome about
5 lakh, which is 500,000.
500,000
Yeah.
immigrants. That's a lot. But I haven't been able to find the numbers of those who leave Canada. They do not get to realize the dream that they have, the dreams that they had. My advice would be, don't come with an expectation that the country owe you something.
Okay.
You are the one who will build what you want. You are the one who would build your dream.
Yeah.
So yes, come with hope, but don't expect others to build it for you.
Yeah.
Don't wait for it to come.
Yeah.
You have this amazing environment with amazing communities, like
Opportunities.
Yes, exactly. So just be there. And for me, I came with a blank canvas. I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't even know I would start a business.
Okay.
I just came because I want my main goal was to improve my English and to meet other communities. That way to open my mind to other culture. But I didn't have any expectation like Canada owe me my happiness.
Future.
Exactly. No.
Yeah.
I know I just wanted to be there and experience something. And things happen. I met people. I surrounded myself by people with the same mindset, not the same community.
I understand. Yeah.
Which
Not like-minded people, you mean?
Exactly. Not like stay in your community. Like I would say, oh, I'm French. I just go to the French community.
Yeah, that is comfort zone.
Yes. No. That's not the way to live your immigration journey.
Yeah.
Especially in Canada.
Yeah.
You have so many culture. Go and meet other people. Stay open, like a blank canvas. Stay curious. So I would say my two main advice would be, don't wait for the country to realize your dream. Do it. Take your opportunity. Do it yourself. Get to know people. Go to grab the opportunity. And secondly, don't stay in your community. Of course, you need to get in touch with your community, but don't limit yourself to that. So that was my two main advice.
Thank you so much, Ingrid, for that amazing statement.
Thank you, Monisha.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for being a guest on our podcast show, Newcomers to Trailblazers. Your trailblazing spirit is truly inspiring, and we are thrilled to have you here. We had an incredible time with you, and as you shared your journey and valuable tips. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, we encourage you to do so. We release episodes bi-weekly and can be found on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn for more exciting updates. Take care and ciao.
Ciao. Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.